I want to talk to you for a minute about leverage. Leverage. How does it feel to be a lever or a fulcrum? If you were affected by the government shutdown, you should know. If you felt pain because you're a government employee or a government contractor or somebody who depends on government benefits like SNAP or any other kind of federal program or federal benefit, if you wanted to visit a national park or federal facility, or you had some trip planned and your flight got canceled because air traffic controllers weren't working, ad infinitum. You were the lever. You were the fulcrum. What's a lever? It's a big long stick you put under a boulder that won't move, and you pry it. You use the leverage of the stick and you push on the end, and the fulcrum is maybe a little rock you put underneath it to give you added power. And it's pretty tough on the lever and on the fulcrum. Sometimes the stick breaks because the boulder is too big. Sometimes the fulcrum crumbles because the power of the lever and the weight of the rock are too big to move. You were the lever. The Democrats have said over and over and over, starting with Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi, one after another said, we had to shut down the government because we needed the leverage. This is good for the Democrats. When they talked about people suffering, Chuck Schumer said, this is good for the Democrats. Your suffering was good for the Democrats. And what did they get out of it? Absolutely nothing. They said it was to prop up the bankrupt Obamacare that supposedly was going to make healthcare affordable for everyone, and made it instead unaffordable for anyone unless they had massive tax subsidies. They gave up on that because they realized there was no popular support for that. They gave up on everything. All they needed to do was make people suffer. So there were people that were angry, and they could use them to turn out voters in the off-term elections in Virginia and New Jersey. They did nothing. They accomplished nothing. They used you as leverage. And now I ask, what else are they using you as leverage for? Can we talk in a subsequent Minute with Bart about interest rates? Why is the Federal Reserve keeping interest rates artificially high?